All right, what is up guys? JaretCampisi with the beautiful Christina K and our little cat Oro. Welcome back to the channel. I am finally feeling better. I'm not 100%, but I'm good enough to film and hang out and everything like that. Christina has an appointment to go to. She's gonna be meeting up with us a little bit later. But today, we're gonna be going back down to Santa Barbara Ducati to start the rear subframe installation. And I'm super excited. I hope you guys are too. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. All right, so Teens is gonna grab the subframe for us. Also, this box right here, guys, is filled with carbon. It's not all of the carbon because we're still waiting on the carbon tank.
How many boxes are in here?
Yeah, I know, it's boxes within boxes, but look at this, guys. I mean, it's so much stuff, it's ridiculous. I'm not even gonna go into that right now. We'll save that for, you know, future videos. But full 6 is where we got all the carbon from, of course, through Manny at Moto Million. The subframe we have, we're still waiting on the tank and the front fairing, and that's about it. And I think that Manny mentioned pretty much all of these parts that are coming off full 6's lines are world first parts. They sent us like the first parts they built, which is so freaking badass. Also, if I haven't mentioned, this car is gonna be given away March 7th at Bunnin Chevrolet. If you're interested in winning it, go over to Christina's Patreon page, it's Christina Customs, and get signed up immediately. Yeah, there's literally, you can get 2 entries. You can get one for February, one for March, and then it's done. But yeah, March 7th, 1 p.m., Bunnin Chevrolet. We're gonna have this car, choosing the winner, food and drinks, pizza, and maybe our mid-engine Corvette as well. We'll see. It's supposed to start being built this week. So, okay, let's start this bad boy up and get out of here. So it's not a cold start, but I figured, why not give her a start? That's the valves open. God, it sounds so good. I can't wait to see how the mid-engine Corvette sounds compared to this bad boy, you know? Okay, let's get out of here. All right, I've arrived at Santa Barbara Ducati. Today, this right here is the belle of the ball. So let's go ahead. Teens is at an appointment, so I don't have her to do the official unboxing. But this right here, folks, is the world first carbon rear subframe that's gonna be installed on a 2020 S1000RR. So this is it right here. Full 6 is the first one they produced. They sent it straight to us. Full carbon. It looks absolutely stunning. All of the carbon we're gonna be installing is gonna be gloss carbon. So this is what's gonna happen. The bike, that's gonna be the last time you're gonna see the bike in stock form. We have to test fit all of the carbon. You guys saw the carbon I had at my house. So we're gonna test fit all of this stuff. Then we have to actually take it all back off and get it painted. So the bike's gonna be unrideable for at least a month or 2, which is really a shame because I love riding it. But yeah, that's what happens. That's one of the reasons why I haven't painted carbon in the past, just because of the process to test fit and then remove and paint it takes months. So yeah, we're gonna be going down the rabbit hole today, starting with this bad boy. And I think, why don't we weigh this to find out how much it weighs, because I'm sure it's gonna save at least a few pounds over the stock one. And I haven't seen anyone do a carbon subframe yet. So I think our bike's gonna be the only one with a full carbon subframe and a full carbon tank, along with the full carbon bodywork, the carbon wheels, everything else. It's gonna be freaking insane, so. All right, so this right here, guys, is the last day you're gonna see this bike in stock paint scheme and with basically in stock form as it sits right now. Roy's gonna be helping us out today and probably moving forward. Not sure how much I'm allowed to say about what's going on around these parts, but I will let you guys know when I am allowed. But God, that bike looks so good. Again, guys, this is our paint scheme we're gonna be going with right here, and it starts today. All right, folks, we got the rear carbon subframe up on the scale, and it looks like it's just a little under 4 pounds. Again, guys, if you want any of the parts we're installing on this bike, Manny from Moto Million, you can use discount code Campisi, save yourself some money. It's always linked. All the parts we install will be linked in the description for your ease of purchase. So there you go, 4 pounds. I'm gonna be really curious to see what this other one weighs. I'm gonna guess a few pounds, but I have no idea. Guys, check this out. This is Rory's bike. It's a Cajiva. I've never even heard of that company. And you said, what, it has what is this, a twin?
This is a Ducati engine, it's a 900 SS engine.
Okay.
Same frame as the 1993 Ducati bike.
Okay.
So it's a dry clutch.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. Listen to that. Sounds like a Ducati. All right, do your thing. Oh, yes! Yes, it's alive. That's a nice bike, dude. All right, so Rory's just systematically, yeah, we cut that open to do the, yeah, to do the dyno stuff. So we just moved the first part here, and he was like, is this gonna be in carbon? Yes, it will. Literally every piece of the bike, every plastic piece on this bike is gonna be replaced with carbon, including the carbon tank, or the tank as well. So we gotta get the tank off in order to get all this stuff out of the way here to get to this subframe right here. I believe the subframe is actually magnesium, just like the case covers are. So I think it's gonna be pretty light. I'm gonna guess 6 pounds or so, but we'll still be about half as light with the carbon one. So there's a lot of stuff like up in here. I'm gonna be very interested to see. I think this is gonna be pretty intense, so I'm glad we're in good hands. Yeah. All right, another piece coming off. Looked like it was a couple of bolts and some clip pins. I can't remember how that one comes off. Let me see if I can give him a hand here. All right, another big piece came off. It was that clip right there that was holding it in. So we just made sure. It's nice once you have it apart because then you can look and see where all the clips are and everything. That's a big piece. That's going to be replaced with carbon too. that's the theme. That's going to be the theme for the next month here. All right, right hand side coming off too. This puppy is getting stripped. She's getting stripped down. And Rory mentioned too that we will tidy this all up. We're not gonna leave it like this. The only reason we left it like that is because we knew we were gonna take the whole bike apart again. So don't worry, we'll take care of somebody's baby. And this is the first time I got to see the chain and sprocket here since Christina hosted that last episode, which she absolutely crushed it. She crushed that episode. I did want to mention, we do have a carbon fiber chain guard, so we are going to be putting a chain guard on this, mainly to keep it from flinging grease all over the place, but also if the chain did break while you're riding it, that could be bad. So we will put a chain guard, a carbon fiber one, back on this thing. God, that looks freaking incredible. Holy shit balls. Also, taking a quick break here right now, and I did verify with them. The reason there's no bikes back here and the reason that Brian is gone is the shop is actually officially sold. So there's new owners coming in. They're going to be completely redoing the whole showroom, actually all this back here. There is new ownership. That's why I'm working with Rory now. Brian is back to Colorado with his family. So that's kind of what's going on here. Big time. Sucks for us. We really like Brian. We became friends with him. Obviously Rory's just as good, so I'm happy to have Rory here. He's also a great friend of ours, but that's why we don't see any bikes back here. They're in the process of getting the financing, getting all the new models in and all that kind of stuff. They got to redo the whole showroom, and they wanted all the bikes and everything gone, so that's why it's so bare in here right now. So kind of that's what's going on. Change of ownership. They do have new owners coming in. They, I believe, do own other Ducati shops, so it's not like this is their only shop. So they know what they're doing. I'm excited for them to get all the new models in, get back to first rides, maybe get a bike for myself, but that's why everything's kind of been in limbo for a little bit, because the shop is being sold for the second time since I moved back here. So motorcycles are the shop's still alive. We're good to go, thank God, because there used to be, I think, 5 motorcycle dealerships in this town, and now we're down to 2. Whew. Motorcycles, man. Go out and buy some motorcycles, people. Jesus. All right, so next step is he's removing all the hardware for the tank, and we're gonna actually pull this tank completely off. And it's probably gonna be off for a little while. Might even leave it off until we get the carbon tank, which hopefully will be in another week or 2 here. So yeah, like I said, this thing's gonna be in pieces, which really makes it difficult for me to film and market when it's just in pieces. So that's why I hate some of the steps of this process, because it's just, people don't click on videos when bikes are in pieces nearly as much as when they have like beautiful, you know, bikes to take pictures of and everything like that. So it's going to be very challenging for me to market this build while the thing's in pieces, so we'll see what happens. So right now we're just disconnecting some of the wires. It's the fuel line and some other things in there. Actually, I'm going to give them a hand. There you go, second time we've had the tank off. And this time it'll probably be staying off, maybe for good, depending on when the carbon one comes in. Look at the thing, it looks so funny. It looks like it's like half of what it should be, you know? It's a very oddly designed tank. All right, so right now what we're doing is just kind of looking at where this ends. So it looks like it comes all the way down, I think, to here. So I believe all of this stuff's gonna stay in. So we're kind of just take this stuff apart. Obviously we have to take that back off, redo that.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that looks freaking, oh my God, it looks so cool though.
It doesn't look bad when we get done.
No?
I'll set it down, but
yeah, I know. It looks awesome now.
Yeah, you're right.
So the next thing we're gonna do is disconnect the battery. As Rory mentioned, we don't want anything that we're touching in here to be hot. So, or have energy flowing through it. So, smart thing to do. I believe that the M package does come with a lithium-ion battery, but we will be replacing it with an anti-gravity from Moto Million anyway, which will probably be just a touch lighter and maybe a tiny bit smaller as well. Look at that. So it is lithium, huh?
Okay.
How light is it? Oh my God. Yeah, that's like yeah, maybe 2. Yeah, cool. Set her over here. Now we got some space here to look around and see what's going on. All right, so we're basically just gonna continue disassembling the rear stock subframe, just so we can kind of get an idea of what's in here, where it is, all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing right now. So just continuing to slowly disassemble his tail. He's taking off the NRC tail tighty that we had previously installed. And I actually realized there's really no point to even install this yet on the new subframe, because like I mentioned, once we test fit it and I test fit the rest of the carbon, we're gonna have to take it all back apart for paint anyway. So I think we're just gonna pretty much test fit it today and then just leave it like that, so we don't have to duplicate work. Look at that, he just pulled out the last major harness and connectors that were up there. And we don't necessarily have to stuff these back up in there, so if we can find other places for this kind of stuff down here, we totally can do that too once we swap the subframe. So that's crazy. It's like all of this stuff we really just don't need, except for of course the tail tighty. But even those, we can run all of those down into here and plug them all in down here. The only thing that'll be annoying is we have to, this brace will have to go back on this here, goes all the way up there, and he'll have to do that all the way through there. So he'll have to do it blind, but I think that's the only thing he'll have to connect in here blindly, so that's not too bad. Oh, I just noticed that there's some what is this, Velcro on here. I'm not sure what that's for. We'll find out, I'm sure. So we have this entire tray disconnected, and what we're thinking is we can just remove these 4 bolts and slide the entire subframe away, and then this tray will stay right there. We don't have to screw with it, unplugging all that stuff in there. And then this was the last thing that we saw, the brake fluid reservoir is connected. So we're gonna unscrew that, and there's even a little mount for it on the new one, which is that guy right there.
This is only like one of the, it seems to be a different size. Well,
yeah.
This one.
Oh, so you're gonna put it back in there, save it? Perfect.
Just so we know.
Smart. All right, he's breaking the big boys loose. Moment of truth, we're gonna get some movement now. This is when it gets exciting. Look at this mess. So I'm gonna have to help hold this whenever we get to it, but Rory said always do the top ones last, so that way it doesn't swing down and break some shit. So I'm gonna actually help him. So even though this isn't technically connected to the subframe, it is connected to this tray, and we're gonna be probably moving and flexing it, and since this is such a sensitive little, I don't even know what you call that. What the hell is this?
A transfer shaft, really.
Okay, so anyway, we're gonna disconnect it just to be safe, that way we don't break that, or torque it, or move it around in any places.
Yeah.
Look who showed up, Alexander. Alexander's going to work, teens, coming to hang out. Check this out. Look at this.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Anxiety attack.
Look at this mess. It's actually been pretty, yeah, it's actually been pretty.
I could do this in his sleep.
Yeah.
No, we can't.
But he's able to take it all apart, see where everything's going. We might want to give him a hand actually right now, because I think we're going to remove this, or try to. Sorry you have to go through this. There we go. Look at that.
Get a rag.
We know a what?
Just get a rag.
A rag.
And we'll just put it so it's resting on the shelf. On top of the shelf.
Look at that. We now have a Street Fighter. That's 1000. Is it heavy? Oh my god. It's a lot heavier than that.
Is it?
Yeah. Hell yeah. So
Rory picks that up with a couple fingers.
We have to put pieces back on this to weigh it, right?
Yeah,
Or actually, no, we'll just set them on it.
No, but what are we going to weigh?
I already weighed that. It was 4 pounds.
That's
4
what they
pounds?
Yeah.
So we might as well take all this shit off, which is going back on there, and weigh it.
And then weigh.
Yeah,
And
then
weigh.
it'll
Then
be
it's
fair.
fair.
Okay. Set this down. All right, so Rory just uninstalled the tail tighty. We're gonna be putting this back on the new unit, but again, not yet, because we're gonna get it painted first. But I think we're gonna reinstall the rest of it, so this will be all one piece, one unit, and then we'll weigh it. And then, so yeah, he's just putting everything back together. We're reinstalling all the hardware because we're not gonna need any of that. And actually I might hold on to this till the end of the build, and if somebody needs one, if they wreck their bike or something like that, I'll be able to sell this one then too, because it'll be full stock system ready to go. But yeah, it'll be a fair comparison of the weight from the stock system to the carbon system. Remember, the carbon one was 4 pounds. I'm guessing this one will probably be 6-ish. We'll see.
The other one the weight though.
Yeah.
We got to add that. So we'll be full with the tail section.
Yeah. All right, stock subframes on there. Remember, the carbon subframe was just under 4 pounds. This one right here is, wow, looks like 7.5. So yeah, we saved a little bit over 3.5 pounds with subframe. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, woo! Saving weight, boys. Cool. Yes, 3.5 pounds, especially up that high. That's the highest point of the bike right there, you know?
That's pretty cool.
That's stuff that you notice. Freaking amazing, guys. We're already at 26, 27 pounds of weight savings.
We got this bolt.
That is insane. Yeah.
Yeah. That one actually goes with the other one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one tiny little bolt.
Yeah.
But there you go, guys. If you want to do a carbon subframe from full 6, you'll save yourself 3.5 pounds. Not to mention it looks way freaking cooler too. So badass. All right, let's throw this puppy on there, see how she looks. All right, we're gonna see what happens.
Test fitting the subframe.
Test fitting the subframe.
Outside or outside? Inside on the bottom.
It was inside on the bottom,
top.
outside on the top. Yeah. So I'm good on this side. Perfect. And then, okay.
Get the 2 top bolts.
Yep.
That looks so good. Batmobile.
Finally transformed.
It was fucking
All right, guys, we got it. We're test fitting it. We got the top bolts in. Look at how incredible this looks. People who say carbon doesn't look better, you're out of your mind. What do you mean it looks wide? What are you talking about?
High.
Oh, high?
Oh. Slightly pull up on a tail section. Just ask.
Teens?
Slight head.
Look at that, guys. Oh my God, it looks so good. Almost 4 pounds of weight savings. Teens is here helping us. I love it. So again, we're just gonna test fit this stuff on here, make sure everything lines up, and then we'll just leave it there, and then eventually we'll take it off so that we can paint these parts here, and we're gonna color match it to this right here. It's gonna look so good, guys. Oh, I cannot wait. This is, I think, gonna be our best project we've ever done. It's gonna look so good. So there you go, guys. Everything fit, and whenever we slide this up in here, all the holes line up perfectly. So we really don't need to do anything else with this today. We're actually, until after we paint it. So we're gonna leave it on here for now. That way we can get an idea. I think next we'll do maybe like the belly panel, and then start doing some of these fairings, because we're gonna paint this. We're gonna paint this in here. That way we can test fit everything we're gonna paint, make sure it all works, then we'll peel it back apart and then get it painted. But there you go, guys. First carbon subframe in the world on a 2020 S1000RR street legal installed. Look at that, guys. Let me step back here a little bit so you can see, so you can get an idea. Look at that. It looks freaking ridiculous. Holy shit, it looks so good. Saved just under 4 pounds, and it looks absolutely incredible. I think this bike is just gonna be, oh, it's gonna be so stunning when we're done with it. I'm stoked. All right, so there you go, guys. That's gonna do it for this episode of the S1000RR series, world's first full carbon subframe from Full 6 with Dr. Romani at Moto Million. Absolutely in love with how good this thing looks. Saved almost 4 pounds, and we're gonna go just keep doing more carbon from here on out, and it's gonna be so freaking awesome. So again, if you guys want to be entered to win this bike, check out the Patreon page. It's always the first link in the description below. Thank you to Rory here at Ducati Santa Barbara. And stay tuned for more. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and we'll see you next one.